Cada día doy las gracias a esta vida. Cada día me nace nueva melodía que algún día llegaría. Qué alegría pasar el tiempo a tu lado. Qué alegría.
Oh my God, thank you, Gandhi. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. We're here, we're live, and we are about to start building. Yeah, I didn't realize I was muted. Gandhi, thanks for the save. Much appreciated. That feels like a spare part, so we're just gonna put that with the rest of our spare parts. Can you hear me now? I hope the answer is yes, but we've got these clips, we've got these two clips, we've got this guy, which is that guy, we've got that guy, we've got these two, which are those two, we've got a big long piece, which is back here, which is that guy, and then we've got a ton of those, so that's all of these. Yay! So that's all that, and the last thing we need, which we actually do have to build something on, is this guy right here. Two of these skins. So we need to cut a notch in these skins, which are right there. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and move some stuff around. They're not frisbees. They're forms. Don't worry. They are going to turn to something eventually. Just give it time. I know. But I'm not giving you the pleasure. Alright. And then we've got these big giant parts. So. And we've got to make two of these, so we're going to go ahead and get the paper off of them. So we did a really good job with. So keep them undamaged. There's one. Okay. Now, we gotta put a little tiny notch in this bad boy here. What's a good way to do that? First of all, let's make sure it's facing the right way. It's curving up. We've got the flat part in the bottom, the pointy part at the top. And 1, 2, 3, and then the end. Alright. Here's what we're working with. I'm going to go ahead and get a chair set up so we can lay this over the top of the chair. I could use the sawhorses, but I think a chair will be sufficient here for what we need. Oh, that sounded like a big bang. All right. Okay, we need a straight edge, our 90 degree, and some Sharpies. You alright, bud? I hear you running over there. Alright. Gotcha. So for this guy, yeah, that happens. Cats do that. So we're going to get a 90 because this does have a bit of an angle to it. And I want to make sure that we are square. I'm going to do this. Okay. Oh, look, you just had an epiphany. Ah. Uh-huh. Right. Ah. Well, I mean, it basically means it's violating terms of service. That's what that means. That's what that means. All right, because they're trying to gauge engagement. If you have an auto clicker, they have no way of actually gauging engagement. So now what we need is we need to mark at the 1 inch point. Should be right here. That's the 1 inch point. Hey, let's go. What are you making me do now? Hydrate. Okay, I'll hydrate in a second. That's because you've been around for so long. When you started, we barely had an airplane. We made 3 and 11/16. I don't know about that. I may not have been streaming it, but I had an airplane, I think. 3 and 11/16. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's when I needed my second kit. I love it. The kitty's is a kitty doing kitty things. You say that like that's a problem. Aww, he just wants love. Give him love. And now we need that's 1, 2, 3. Need one right there. Okay. Yeah. You gonna do what you always do? You don't feel like trolling little kids? Aww. Interesting. No, it makes sense. It's just mind-boggling. Okay, so there's our marker. To think when you were a child, you used to do that all the time. Yeah, that happens. Tiny toy. That's funny. Okay. Uh-huh. But okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. So we need an 1/8 inch radius, which means a 1/4 inch hole. Which means we need something right basically here. I need it to be so I need to be right there, and not right there. Okay. Okay, that's where we need our thing. Take a picture of our okay. Get our air tools going. Let's drill, baby, drill. Slowly step these. Voila. Right? Why? What sirens? Nope. I hear no sirens. There are no. I mean, there might be, but I don't hear them. That happens from time to time. Do people not understand how it works? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Like, it's digital currency. Okay. Let's get it. End up stabbing myself with these sharp corners. I gotta clean them up real quick. Much better. Okay. Okay. Do you want to have a little tool for this. Amazing how well this tool works. Yeah, this tool never ceases to amaze me at how well it works. It's freaking dumb. Sharp anymore. Alright, one last side to do. And then this one will be done. one's done. Hey Angie, how are you? I saw your cute little last creation that you made. It was gorgeous. So this one is done, chat. We're moving on to the next one. We're just gonna move that to the side for now. We gotta unwrap the next one. How have you been, Angie? I don't know if you saw my race this morning, but it was great until it wasn't. We were top 5 the whole time, doing great, and then we hit a bad bump, and yeah, it all went downhill in a hurry. And when we went kaboom. I got you. I feel that. I was honestly, that's what this whole week has felt like for me, just like exhausting. But I'm happy to be working on a personal project now. The work this week it was a lot. I'm finally starting to feel like I'm caught up, but it was a lot. Okay. So here's what we're doing. We're working on this piece, which is a giant piece. It looks small in the picture, but it's actually this big, ginormous piece. And this is actually backwards. Move it this way. There we go. There you go. Alright, we'll just lay this over the top here. And we'll get to doing what we were doing before, which is making a ton of little markings. First mark is going to be right at 1 inch, right there, and then our second mark is going to be at 1 3/16. So we'll go there's 11/16, and we'll go 1, 2, 3. The second mark's going to be right there, right at the 4th. Now we need to be a 1/4 inch in. Alright, if we look at this, yeah, we need to be a 1/4 inch in. Go ahead and mark that. Ironically, it's like right to the line is a 1/4 inch, right? Yeah. That's a 1/4. 1/4 is right there. Okay. We'll make our line right through there. Okay. Okay. Now we need to be be 1 1/8. And 1/8 is going to be right here. And we need to be a 1/4 inch from the edge, or 1/8 of an inch from the edge, which is going to be right there. So that's our mark right there. Do the same thing on the other side. All right, we've got our marks. We've got our marks. Let me show you what we got here. There's our marks right there. So the little boxes show us where the center of our drill point is, and then the big box is what we need to cut out. So now we're just gonna use our drill and step drill our way up. Once I get it close, and then we'll finish it off with our cutters and the pliers. We're basically looking for a 1/4 inch diameter hole, so 1/8 inch radius. Okay. Let's go up a drill size. Like I said, we will slowly step this up. And this is where it gets hairy because we're going up to our final size now. And whenever we do this, it's always a little iffy because we're hitting the edge of the panel. So because we're hitting the edge of the panel's going to want to walk and do things we don't want it to do. Take a quick picture of this. I'm going to take one more picture here. That's getting ready to drill. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and fill this guy out. Yeah, that's always the bad, scary part. It doesn't. There we go. Sometimes gets shattered, or sometimes doesn't want to do what you want it to do. Let's put our drill bits away. Now we do. This is why we have this flattening tool, so we can flatten that corner that got picked up a little bit. We're going to cut it anyways, but I want to make sure it's as flat as possible for us, so that, you know, don't have any problems there. And then now we get to the fun part. We got to snip, 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 snip. And I do want to take a picture of the snipping. I don't think we did for the last one. Okay. And now, the fun part, we gotta kind of just dig out this guy and make ourselves enough space so we can get to that red line. And what I usually like to do is just go diagonal towards the red line in one direction. There. And I go with the other stepper in the opposite direction. There we go. Now we've made a V, and then after we've made a V, we can kind of just, now that we've made that V, right, we can kind of just keep working our way through. Voila. All right, now that we've done that, now we're gonna file away at this bad boy to kill the corners so we don't cut ourselves, and also to smooth it out. So that's what we're gonna do now. So this is where we're at now. We've made our little notch by drilling 2 holes in each corner, and then using our side cut, or not side cutters, but our directional cutters to cut to the edge. And now we'll just use a file to clean it up and get the last little bit. And then we'll be moving on to a much bigger piece. So, but first I'm going to round off these corners near where I'm working at, because I don't want to stab myself. And we will deburr the rest of this piece in a second. I've got a tool for that, but I always start with the corners that are nearest me because they have a habit of stabbing me. Or rather, I have a habit of stabbing myself on the corners. If that makes sense, chat. If you guys have any questions about what we're doing, the airplane we're building, please feel free to ask. Like, follow, subscribe. This is every Saturday. We build airplane. We build airplane on Saturdays. The rest of the week we do sim racing Saturday or Sunday morning, or either Sunday afternoon or Saturday morning. We have we're doing a NASCAR single. We're doing iRacing. We're doing a NASCAR single. Basically one and done season. And then on Wednesdays we kind of just hang out and race and just do random things. And then we do endurance races. I got a couple of people that I do endurance races with, but yeah. Then we do MMOs. Thursdays are sometimes viewer request night. It's kind of one of those optional days for me. But overall, it's a good time. Now we'll use the round file, because we have rounded corners in here. Okay, and then now we use this guy. This guy right here is a just weird little piece that has this like angle piece, and then that kind of gets rid of the sharp edges off of the edge of the metal piece. It actually works surprisingly well. It always surprises me at how this thing works. That guy's rounded. Okay, everything feels smooth there, so I think we're good there. Okay. We'll have to spot check for that later, but now what we're going to do is we're going to round the rest of the corners on this thing. Just going to file down the rest of the corners, which there should be 2 more. And then we'll deburr the entire thing with that tool we just used, and then we will be done with this page and ready to move on to doing a big part. Okay. Let's go ahead and we gotta do the length of this part, so we're gonna put this semi-flat right thing. I like to go in both directions. Hey, let's go. Okay, that guy's ready. Here's the hydration, chat. Ah, I love coffee. Okay, this one feels good. We gotta do the, we'll do this. We're gonna do this short end next, right here. Ooh, nice. That sounds amazing. I am drinking currently a Grande Nitro with white mocha sauce and ice, obviously. Okay, that one feels good. We got a little nook here we gotta get, so we'll hit that guy a few times and go the opposite direction. Okay, and lastly we have the really long end. I'm gonna put it back on the floor for that. I like to start on the short end, and then what I do is just a little small segment, and then I kind of just back part, well, I pull straight. And this tool is great for these kind of panels. It just works so well because the edges are so long, right? So if you're doing this like with a file or something, it would just, one, it would take forever, and honestly, this tool just leaves the edges perfectly even, not sharp at all. To be honest, I'm always amazed at how well it works. I do 4 passes for me, but really you don't need that many. Probably 1 or 2 is enough. All right, this guy is done. Let's look at our handiwork. Uh-oh. I don't know. Oh, very good. So ideally, if we did this right, it should be pretty close to even. I don't expect it to be perfect. We didn't use 1 or 4 together, but they should be close. And again, we're just making airplanes, so and look at that. Look at that, they're almost perfect. One's a little bit wider than the other, but the spacing away from the edge, the location, it's all perfect. If we need to take a little bit more off that other corner, we can. We just need to file it. It's just a matter of we filed one a little bit more than the other, but they're perfectly smooth, they're good, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and move these parts to the side now. We don't need them right now. We're just gonna find a nice safe single spot for that. I think this will work. Okay. Now we gotta look at our next page. We're gonna have to like deburr all these parts, but we'll do that before we do final assembly. I pull out the grinder, so let's move all of this stuff down. Our temporary holding space, which is a chair. Let's pick up all the little metal pieces that love to cut into me, because the ones I cut with the cutting blade are really sharp. So we don't want those flying around and hitting us for obvious reasons. Remove all our tools here. Our side cutters. I don't put any of these tools away until I clean them, which is why I just toss them on the chair. Plus, we're probably going to need them again. All right. We got all our big chunks. We're good there. There's our aluminum. All right, chat. Now, that was a puppers. Here, let me see if I can get you a better view of puppers real quick. Oh, that's not the one. That one. Oh. There you go. Puppers. Pupper cam. Good. All right, so we're done with this page pretty much. We've got all the parts we need collected. We did the only assembly, right? So if you look at this guy, the only assembly we really had is this guy right here. It's in a circle, that's why it's an assembly. And she's done. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna vacuum this page and we're gonna go to the next page, because we are done with WXB F20. This one was a quick and easy page. You know, some of these pages take months. Some of these, like the wings, some of these pages are done in less than an hour. I think it took longer to find the parts than it took to make what we made. We did a lot of modifications we had to make, so. Sorry about the noise, chat. Some of those things, lots of metal shavings, some filing, and some drilling, and we just did it together with just a shot back. So, all right, that page is done. We can put this guy away. Sorry about the noise. Let's move our vacuum cleaner away. And now, on to the next page. This was WXB F20. Let's just double check. We have those guys, that guy, those guys, that guy. We have both of these. We have both of those, both of those, both of those. We have 6 of those, 1 each of these. We made the 2 notches on these 2 skins. We have both skins, so we're good. So we need to do 2 things. The first thing we need to do is we need to go. We'll work to our drawing tree, not this guy, but. This is not. Where's our drawing tree? Here we go. Let's go to our drawing tree. Alright, here's our drawing tree. And we just finished one, so we're gonna give ourselves a little green mark just to indicate we finished it. So that's our system. So we just finished WXB F20. Now we're moving on to F19. Now I do want to try and do it better. I got all these extra pages because I went to the dual control setup, and the dual control setup had a bunch of new plant pages that really I haven't been able to make fit properly in the booklet, unfortunately. I'm probably going to have to unbind these at some point and then restaple everything, but for now, let's go ahead and move these guys over. This is where we were. WXB F20. And we are going to 19. Here's 19. All right, we need to get our tail section for this, but we have other stuff to make first. We've got assemblies to make, so there is an order for doing this. All right, so we're gonna follow the order because you know the plans are complicated when we have a build order. There is a lot of things on here, so before we pull out the tail to attach this, we're gonna go ahead and follow the build orders. So we start with F1903. So this is F9. Here's 03. So we're going to start with the splice channel. That's what we're going to start with. I'm going to go ahead and put the drill away and get ourselves set up with the picos. So I assume we're going to need picos. So we're going to need the pico installer, which is this nice bad boy. So again, we're going to take a quick look at these plants here in a second. Let me just get set up with tools. Okay, so we've got an order. First thing we need to start with is that assembly up there. So we'll take care of that. Before we get to that, let's look at this. Here is our final piece. That's the tail we did over the last month. And then this piece that we're building now is going to go on top and kind of cover that whole back tail section. Okay, that's where we're going to end up. So it says to assemble the splice channel assembly. It doesn't say to Well, it does say to assemble it, so I'm assuming maybe we do need to fully do that. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, this is there's a lot here, a lot of stuff with spacing. However, it is giving us spacing on these things, but I think these things may already have everything they need on them. So I think we're gonna be okay. So let's start with the channel. Let's not make this complicated. Let's start with the channel. The channel is this part right up there. We need the big long channel, which is this guy right here. Okay. And that's going to use F20-10 clips. So here's our F20-10 clips. We should have 6 of these, and what do you know? We have 6 of them. Perfect. All right, so we know there's 3 locations for these. We know we're going to need some Clecos, so let's go ahead and grab those. Okay, now we need to put these back to back, so here's how we're going to do this. If we look at this form, right, essentially I think got to go this way, back to back, right? So right, this way with the former curves that way. So if we rotate that way, we're looking at it head on this way. The curve's facing up towards us. So this is exactly how we want it. So this is how we want it right here. So what we're going to do is, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put one clip on. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll put the other one back here. All right, perfect. Those guys are there. Now we need to just line up our passages. Okay, perfect. There's our first of 3 sets of clips. Take some FAA pictures for this. We're going to get one more clip here, and then we're just going to connect this way. Okay. Then we'll line up our holes. One more clip here. There we go. And then now. Okay. That looks like it makes sense with that. Okay. And we've got one more to do, chat. Alright, and are they... Yeah. They're with the clips forward, okay. Sorry, chat, I'm gonna go out of camera for this one just because of where it's at. I actually think that I'm gonna get our other camera working so you guys can have a better view. Because this part is so long. And I'm gonna have to move the other camera soon here in a minute anyways. So that guy's now done. So we've got our big part now. So here's our part. It's got these double clips temporarily put in place. There, there, and there. This assembly isn't done. To do this assembly, we do have to rivet it. So it does say to assemble this, so that to me implies that we need to fully do this. So in order to fully do this, we need to updrill it and rivet it with CCP42s. So we're gonna go ahead and get our drill now. Prep our drill. We're gonna set up our other camera here so you guys can have a view of the entire thing. See how that looks right there, chat. Yep, there you go. What do you guys think? Sorry about the shakiness, but I think that's as good as I can get it. We'll turn the webcam on so you can and we'll move that. It's actually want it on the other side. Where there's less to see. Let's go. Hydrate again. Okay, okay. Hydration incoming. Inbound hydration. Chat, you guys keep me healthy. I appreciate you all. Y'all keep me healthy. Alright, so if we're gonna find out some of this, we need to updrill all of this. So we're gonna get our wood block just to protect our plans underneath. We're gonna flip this over and we're kinda just gonna do our thing and drill this guy. Do both. Make sure that it looks how we expect it. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. I think we're good. Alright. Drill baby drill, like they like to say. I think I actually want to drill from this side. Chat. And I only say that because I don't have the clecos in the way there. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drill from the opposite side, this way. There we go. Shouldn't make a difference, other than we'll have more clearance. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll switch to the other clecos. And I'm gonna put pickles on this side so that We can take off singles from the other side. It'll just be easier this way because of how wide these things get if you don't do it this way. So. I'm going to take a quick FAA picture of me drilling, or looking like I'm drilling, even though there's not talking to you, talking to myself in chat. How are you? Why, did you fall asleep at the computer? You did, didn't you? You did, didn't you? Okay. Alright, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do one at a time. Because I don't want these things to shift, so. Definitely need to keep hydrated, chat. Super important. Okay, we got our pictures. Now I'm just going to work through this pretty quickly because we have the pictures we need. So. Should be good now. It'll just be quicker if I can just grind build, basically. Grind the build! One of my neighbors is moving. I like them, they were a nice couple. But I'm assuming they got moved because they're in the military. I don't know that for sure, but that's most likely what happened. That being said, one of my friends is going to town, so. I'm gonna have him and his wife here for a couple months at least. We'll see how long they're stationed out here. Okay. Okay, so our piece, the resistance, so to speak, is ready. Here she is, fully drilled, all sides, ready to go. If we're going to assemble her, now we have to disassemble and deburr. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little numbering system here so I know which one's which. So we're going to do 1. All right. Okay. And I'll show you what I did here in a second, chat. Okay. All right. Here's what we did to chat. So what I did, so that I know which one goes where, is I put a. Let's see if I can show you. Can I? Let's go to the plan view. This will be easier. So if we look right here, you see that single line? I got one line there. On the opposite side, I got one line there. So that's the first set. The second set is 2 lines. And 2 lines, and because they're offset, we know which side's which. The last one we did a little bit different. We did these around the outside of the clicos and these on the inside of the clicos, so we can tell which one's which. And the whole point is because we drilled the holes with them in a certain position, we want them to be in the same spot so that they line up. Simple, you know, not too complicated. It just makes sense. we're going to go ahead and remove some clicos here. So we're going to have a lot less when we put this back together, but come on, really? Give me a second, chat. I got one stuck. There we go. That's the worst. Right. Okay. All right, so now we're going to get our deburring tool. This bad boy right here. And we're going to deburr the holes we just drilled. Super easy, super chill. We'll take our mandatory FAA picture. I'm going to have a message. Do that one. Now let's do a FAA picture of this one. Okay. I'll take care of that. All right, so let's go ahead and deburr these guys. Keep going down the line. Let me go to that so you guys. Okay, let's feel good. Go to the last set. Okay, those feel good. All right, we're gonna set this guy off to the side here real quick. Now we've got to do all of these bad boys. Now chat, do you prefer that camera view for what I'm doing, or would you prefer to see this one where you've got like the overhead shot? Okay. Well, we'll keep deburring during ads. I'll keep deburring during ads. Yeah, I've got a. If I don't put ads, we get pre-rolls. And people don't like pre-rolls, so. You gotta do one or the other. Sorry, chat. I know it sucks. Let's go. Besides, we're just deburring right now, so nothing exciting is happening. That's a necessary part of putting an airplane together. Okay. One more to go. We'll switch to this guy, just give you guys that view, and I'll move a little bit closer here. Okay, those are good. These are clean. Oh wow, okay. Yep. I'm gonna switch to this workshop view because I'm gonna put out the brunch grinder. We're gonna put on the the filtering mask, and then we're gonna go from there. Oh, I'm getting someone asking me about the plane. All right. I will be right back. Well, you'll see me, but I won't see you. Find a good spot? Yeah. That's the way out here. That's probably the better spot. And now, we get that all wrapped up in the grinder. She loves to wrap herself up on cords and poles and all kinds of random junk. But we might see more of that one. Okay. Where is my I don't want to breathe metal particles. Darth Vader mask. Honestly, this thing works really well. It's really comfy. It does make me sound ridiculous, and it does ruin my hair, but... Ah! I dropped it. Safety first. Especially for the aluminum particles, like the really fine shavings of aluminum particles. I've read a couple studies that they say they can lead to Alzheimer's, so. My memory is already bad enough, we don't need to make it any worse. Alright, now you get to hear Darth Vader me. Yay! But, the nice thing about this is it makes going through so much quicker. Now we have a nice smooth, no touch corner, the passing handle, and I'm not too worried about it. And maybe it'll back on. Compared to this guy, which has really sharp corners, I've got to be careful about it. Keep in mind, this is not a grinding wheel. This isn't a grinding wheel, so nowhere near as aggressive as a grinding wheel. So you're not trying to take too much straight off of it, but it's definitely trying to make it Alright, sit down. Sit down. So you'll have to be careful when you're working with this, you'll really commit to it. It's not a grinding wheel, but there is pushing the material off. So when you're spinning the material, and I remember the top is off, you can take the material off and that's going to keep it moving to the side. Something about the problem tonight.
All these are the done. So now we're going to move to our big bar. This thing has our disputer we want to clean up, so.
Alright, I'm happy with this one now. So back here. Hey,
second. So now I need to reassemble this guy. And I'm going to keep the respirator on because, you know, like I said, there's dust and stuff that I don't want to breathe, so. Okay. Nope, that's not the one. Nope, that's the one. So here, let me show you what this looks like, chat. Here's what it looks like now that we've lined up our marks, so we know which one's which. I might actually be swapping these cables around now that I think about it, actually. So the rivets have to come off on this side. We're going to put the cables from the other side, actually. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put the cables from the other side. So what we'll do is we'll put that guy there, take this guy out, and that guy there. Okay. There. Okay. Now we're going to grab our last ones, these two here. This is definitely okay. Okay. Alright, everything's back on now, Chuck. We feel good about this. Okay, so this assembly, what do we need now? Now we need CCP42s. And we're going to rivet from the inside. Rivets are going to come from the inside of the U channel. So, yep. Alright, let's find some CCP42s. Number 41, number 44, number 46, 46, 42. Here we go, CCP42s. And let's switch to our rivet in here. And because of the way this is at, I'm going to want my wedge, I think. So let's go grab our rivet wedge. I love that thing. It's one of the best tools I've ever seen on there. It works great. Huh. Alright, chat, let's freaking go. We just take a quick look here at the fence. We've got our U channel facing that way, the rivets are coming in that way. U channel facing up, rivets coming in that way. 4 rivets, angle this way. That's basically what we're looking at. So let's do our thing and rivet. I think I do want to pull her hair off. There we go. Let's take our FAA picture. Because we gotta always take our FAA picture, chat. I'm just going to go down the line now. see 4, but I know there's more, but that's fine.
Okay.
Ready? Alright, I gotta take this thing apart again. Oh, I see it. I see what's on. There's a rivet bar in there. Alright, I've got to take it apart. Alright, chat, we got a plug in the system. There we go. It was not behaving nicely, chat. We should be good now, though. Alright, I think we're good now. Alright, chat, we are done with this part. Well, we're not done with this part, we're done with the assembly. Alright, so, which is step one. We look back at the plans, step one. Right over here says assemble WXB F1903, which is this guy. It uses a splice channel and a 6 channels with the rivets. So we now have that, that's this guy. So now we have, if you look at this double bracket here, this double bracket here, and lastly, the double bracket right there. So our channel is done. So now we can set this aside. Oh, actually, we're not going to set it aside. Because, we gotta do, now we gotta assemble WXB F1902, which is this guy right here. Here's 1902. 1902 is basically 2 skins going through B. B is the 04 splice channel. So the assembly we do, we're going to put the pins over the top of that. And we do need an overlap here. The last rivet only goes through the skins. So this is going to get interesting. It's going to get big. I've got to figure out where I'm going to build it. I'm going to bring up the stands, just because I think that's going to make more sense. And then we're going to move the camera around so you guys can get a better view. And we'll go from there. Start with our stands. Good. Yeah. All right, let's put this up here real quick. I'm gonna country while I move a camera. Now it's going to make the most sense to the chat. Let's see. So this one view, we're going to pull this away. Just a little bit of space. Alright, let's go back to the plans. If we look at, hey, hello, I can hear you. If we go back to the plans, here we go. We are doing Assembly 02. Hey, how are you guys? Just like the skins, that hand skin on top, that hand skin underneath, and then the channel assembly underneath. And if you look at the channel assembly is going to be facing towards the outside, with the skins off to the side. And the first floor is going to be skins only. So, let's go ahead and set that up. So, it's original happening. Alright, have a good day, bud. Right hand skin, right? The rig is on the right hand skin, the left hand skin is on top of that. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get our skins ready. So one of these is going to be our right hand. Right? This is going to be our left hand. Okay. First one another view. Okay. So I've got the right hand here, left hand there. Right hand is going to be touching that. But first, we're going to connect what we're using because the first of it, they're just going to touch each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a couple of scissors at the same time. Actually, that makes more sense. Alright, so we have let me see what my last FAA picture was, because I don't know if I'm going to put this down. Okay, we did it, right? So, go ahead and take a picture of this one. Okay. And now what we'll do is and then the left hand stick will be on top. So the right hand stick is going to be on the trim. So actually what we need is, hold on. Here's what we need. Actually, we need the trim here also. So I need the left hand over this way, and then close everything up right there. Right? So, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and left hand goes on top, right hand goes here. So, there's our first connection. Right. That's our first connection right there. Put the picture there. And move it straight back. We got our guy there. Now, if we look back at the plans, like I said, our first orbit is through the skin's on, right? Backhand skin on top of the right hand skin, and the channel assembly under the right hand skin. So, left hand is on top of the right hand, and the assembly is going to be underneath. So now what we got to do is we got to do okay, so we're going to go to the next rivet. Okay, now we got to put this. Oh no. I'm fucking tough. Because we're stuck with our big pieces. So we gotta put it together. And what we're doing now is right there. Okay? So it doesn't move. There we go. Right? Now there's a bit over here. So a little more pizzazz space. Okay. Okay. I think I have that. Now, I'm going to grab both of these guys. Now we're going to do the same thing with the back half. Okay. Okay. All right, top. I think we're in an okay spot now, right? Okay. Let's gonna wipe our way down this part now. Do this should help. There we go, that should help. Alright. Now. There we go. Alright. There we go, we're making progress. Of course, we're getting bigger. that's 77. Alright, chat, that's 77. So now we've got this pretty little family we've created here. I'm going to take a picture of it. Make sure everything we do makes sense. And it does. Alright. Good. Alright, let's go back to our plan before we start doing anything, before we think about anything. Alright. Assemble WXD 1903 splice channel assembly. Assemble WXD 1902 skin assembly. Here's our skin assembly. It's the two skins. The channel assembly that we already did. And then 77 rivets. Or 77 rivets, and they're going to be CCP42s. The front one is also CCP42. And the rivets are, look at those. This rivet is skin only, so the first one is still skin only. The rest of them are left hand spin on top of right hand spin on top of channel. That's what we have. So we're going to have it be this left hand spin, so that's what we want. Now let's just count and double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that. That's going to be this. So I'll put one more stick at the end, just to hold things together. Alright, and then we'll deal with the rest of that. We need to measure that gap. Make sure that gap is, if we look at the plan, that gap right there should be 1930 seconds. Yep, that's exactly 1930 seconds, so we're good. That's exactly what we needed. Alright, we're good. Let's continue. So our next step now, chat, is we need to update this for CCP42s. So now we need to upload everything to CCP42, so go ahead and take care of that, chat. Let's freaking go, chat. Let's go. Alright, chat, that's done. So that's our plants. We drilled we haven't drilled the back row, but we drilled all 77 holes that we need, including the front one that doesn't go through the skin. They're all going to be CCP42s. We need 77 of them, so the last one is not going to have a little bit. Okay. So what we need to do now is literally take this guy apart so we can deburr again on the reassemble. So what we're going to do here, we're going to say, we're going to get our Sharpie. This is going to be our right hand stick, so we're going to put a big R here. gonna do a left hand spin, so I'll put it out there. Now which side is the top? So I know which side is the top, right? Because that actually matters to us, Pat. Because now that we've drilled it, we don't want to swap them. So let's go ahead and yeah, put this guy apart. Alright, Cat, now we've got these big pieces we need to be weighed. And for this, what we're going to do, Chad, is on this side of the little workshop, we're just going to go down the line here. Just going to grab one end and just go down the line. Sorry, Ted, I'm almost entering the meditative state when I do this. It's so repetitive. I kind of just like to focus on the task. Okay, that guy is done on the top half. We start to do the bottom half now. This is the almost fun part, but we don't have a good way to get down there. Wanna try this one? Okay. Now we've got a lot more than burn. And this side is done. We can move that side over. Okay. That half is done, Chuck. Gonna do the other side now. We're making progress. Okay. With the outside of screenshot, we got that guy done. This guy's good. That guy's good. We've got one more skin to do, so another 77 holes times 2, so 154 holes to be birthed. We've done 308 so far. We've got 154 to go. So I'm going to move this guy down here. Unfortunately, let's put more blue. Let's straighten that out just a hair. I just had a little bit of a tinkle getting like. That's okay. We're going to continue going down the road, like I said, and then we'll reassemble and we're going to rivet. And then we got to take the tail down, so let's start with